Welcome. If you are watching this, because you are going to be going to East Gardner Middle School come this fall. Now, good thing you have, you are also watching this, is because you're a member of the Hawks team and you are going to do in the virtual academy all year. If you're watching this and you're not a member of the Hawk team, well, maybe life will bless you later on. But for those that are actually on the Hawk team, you are about to have an excellent year doing virtual academy. My name is Mr. Comden. I am the team leader for the Hawks team. We're going to hear from several people and teachers throughout this, starting off with your science teacher, Ms. Herrera. Well, before we get to her, I'm sorry. There are several QR codes throughout here that if you are any questions you need, you can take your phone, quickly scan the QR code, or as you see the web link there, you can hit on that as well. Now, Ms. Herrera.
Okay, hello. I'm going to present I can present my screen. All right, so once again, as Mr. Comden just said, welcome to East Gardner. So we are the Hawks. Our colors are green and black. So we'll try and definitely maintain that theme as we go through. So as you can see here, this is parent questions regarding the virtual academy. So we'll leave this on for about 20 seconds or so. So if you want, you can use your phone on your camera, take a picture, or you can use, type that form in, the link, or you can write it down. It is also on the school website. And so that is if you have any questions that you think of, and then your Hawks team will be able to respond back to those questions based off of the email that you put in there. So it'll take about 10 more seconds for the QR code if you want to scan it. All right. So at East Gardner, we have a vision, mission, and a goal statement. So our vision is that we're a diverse community which fosters a safe and equitable environment. So we've been talking through this all summer long. We want to ensure it is safe and equitable. And then our mission statement is we want students, our scholars, to have 21st century skills. So being able to be on a team, critical thinking, and also to be global citizens, thinking about others that are not just in our country. And then the goal is at least 85% of the year 3 students, that is you all, will be academically proficient and meet promotion standards. Here's some general school information, which can also be found on our East Gardner website. So there's the main office number. The school hours are 8:15 to 3. And then there's the various websites. If you're, been at East Gardner, it's the same thing. If you're new, you just type in East Gardner Middle School onto Google, and the website will be the first thing to pop up.
All right, first here we have, before we get going to teachers, we have a word from our PTSA.
Greetings, my name is Dion Glass, and I'm a parent of a 7th grade East Gardner Magnet Middle School student and have the privilege of being the current president of the PTSA. On behalf of our PTSA officers and board members, I would like to welcome all new students and families and say welcome back to all returning students and families. We hope that you consider joining us this year as we are working hard to make sure that our community feels included and informed during these unprecedented times. The PTSA mission is to support every student in our school by engaging our community. For many of us, middle school can be challenging at times for our students and families. The PTSA is an important partnership between parents, students, and our faculty and staff who work hard to support every student to success. We hope you consider joining. We are all working parents who pitch in a little to do a lot. The more help and support we get from you, and the more creative input we have from you, the more we can help make this a wonderful school year for our child and all of our students. Your membership helps support the many activities of the East Garner Magnet Middle School PTSA, some of which are listed on the screen. This year, we are also actively working on virtual activities that students, families, and faculty can enjoy to promote inclusion, celebration, and collaboration due to gathering restrictions and the addition of our virtual academy. Benefits of PTSA membership include voting privileges at PTSA meetings, social media updates and emails to keep you updated on PTSA activities, opportunities to make East Garner Magnet Middle School a better place, to show support for our students, and to network with others. It also provides parent support resources, which are available through the national and state PTSA. To join, please visit our PTSA webpage found under the Parent tab of the school's website. You can join online by clicking on the link to our Member Hub page. Once you log in or create a new account, select the Shop button on the left-hand side of the page and choose Membership. Or you can download the membership form from our PTSA page and mail the completed form and payment to our school. We're looking forward to seeing you soon.
All right, so as I stated early on, congratulations, you're a Hawk. Life has blessed you. The meaning of being a Hawk, we preserve, we persevere, we hold ourselves to high expectations, okay? We are a team player. We pursue excellence, and we are high flyers. And being that you are signed up for the Virtual Academy, we are 100% confident that you hold and know every one of these characteristical traits. Now, to see more about your current and future teachers that you'll be spending this entire time with, let's get going through here. First up, myself, okay? Mr. Comden, teach 8th grade social studies. This is my 9th year teaching, 8th year at East Garner. I'm originally from Michigan, got my degree from Central Michigan University. I'm the boys basketball coach. So if you've ever gone to a game or pretty much any athletic event here, you've seen me. And in U.S. history, we'll be covering everything from little Christopher Columbus all the way up to modern. We'll be using a multitude of technological platforms, and I look forward to hearing you interact with myself through all of these facets. Next, we have
me, Miss Herrera. So 8th grade science teacher. This is my 3rd year here at East Garner going on now. Also my 3rd year teaching. So originally I'm from Florida, Miami, Florida. I went to 2 different universities for undergrad and graduate school. And then I'm also a vegetarian, and like you can see, I love being outdoors. So in science, we'll be learning evolution, ecology, chemistry won't be till later, hydrosphere. There's a hodgepodge of different sciences that you've learned in the past and that you'll also take with you to high school next year. So I'm looking forward to getting to know you all and seeing you all on Monday. Next up is Mr. Persico.
Hello, I'm your language arts teacher for Virtual Academy. I've been at East Garner for 24 years. This is my 25th year, going into the 25th year. I went to NC State, and you might have had me in 6th grade for an elective, but you more likely had my wife, Mrs. Persico, as a social studies teacher in 6th grade. If you were here last year, you're pretty familiar with the EL program in language arts. If you remember, for every module, you got a new book and a new workbook. That's the same in 8th grade. Last year, the 2 big books you read were Long Walk to Water and Liddy. This year, there'll be as I said, a book that you'll get and a workbook that you'll get for each module. The first module, you'll read a book called Inside Out and Back Again. The second module, you're going to actually read a Shakespearean play, which is good because you do a lot of Shakespeare in high school. So it's good to start practicing in 8th grade. For the module at the end of the year, that's still to be determined. But if you were with us when we went virtual at the end of last year, you'll be pretty familiar with how things work. Assignments will be given out through Google Classroom, and they'll be submitted through Google Classroom. So I will see you guys Monday, and look forward to seeing you.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Brito. This is my first year here at East Garner, but my 21st year teaching in North Carolina, and my 26th year working in the education field. I graduated from East Carolina, but I'm not originally from North Carolina. I'm from Massachusetts. Although my husband and I have lived here for about 40 years, and we have a lot of children and grandchildren in the area. I'm going to be teaching Math 8, Year 3, and Math 1. So Year 3 is what you take when you're in 8th grade, and you're taking everything that you've learned through middle school and adding onto it and getting prepared for high school. You want to build a really good foundation this year because there's a big jump between what you do in middle school and what you do when you get to high school and take Math 1. In Math 1, and 8th grade, you'll be working the same as with the ELA books. You're going to be getting modules for math and through Open Up. Math 1 students will be using the MVP program, which I like. It's going to be interesting with us doing it online. We're going to have a new twist to working in groups, but we can do this. And MVP, Math 1 is like an introduction course of all your upper level maths. So you're going to be getting, I would say, about 75 to 80% of it is going to be completely new to you. It's stuff that you haven't seen before. But like I said, it's an introduction, and you'll be building on it throughout high school, just like you did with what you learned in elementary and middle school. I look forward to working with all of you, and I will see everybody on Monday. Ms. Herron?
Hi, I'm Mrs. Herron, and I am an 8th grade ICR teacher for math and English language arts. I am also a curriculum assistance teacher, and I have been in education for 23 years, though this is my 4th year at Gardner. I love spending most of my time with family, and I really look forward to making each of you part of my family as we interact and working on making all of you the best Hawks that we can be as I support you and your teachers through your learning and becoming the best you can be. That's what we are.
Is Mr. Sposato here? I will take that quietness as a no, but anyways, you guys have been at the school long enough. You know who the principal is, Mr. Sposato. If you have any questions, you see his email below. Next up, we have our grade level administrator, Mr. Jacobs.
All right. Good afternoon, Hawks parents and students. I'm Mr. Jacobs, 8th grade administrator. This is my 3rd year at East Garner. Definitely glad to be on with you this afternoon. Definitely Hawks, get ready. You know, I like to saying that while the doors of the school may be closed, school is still in session. And definitely that's important, Hawks, for you to understand that this year we're here to push you and get you high school ready. So definitely parents, students, prepare yourselves, break that routine. You got to wake up in the morning. You're ready to get to work, get ready to get to your computer, get ready to do some work. And that definitely this year is about us getting you high school ready. And that's what we're about, getting you high school ready. So definitely as you get ready and think through the weekend, get your notebooks together, get a pencil, paper, and we look forward to seeing you on Monday. Come ready, come prepared. Let's get to work. All right. And the Hawks, I like to say, is a team of excellence. And definitely we're going to push you, and we know you will do great things. Have a great day.
Hello, Hawks. I'm Miss Hawkins, your 8th grade school counselor. This is my 6th year as a school counselor and my 2nd year at East Garner. Some facts about me: I love cheesecake, reading books, sunflowers, and making things look pretty. And I'm also passionate about helping you become your best selves. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me at twhawkins@wcpss.net. And please check out our student services website periodically throughout the year for important information about transitioning to high school. Thank you.
Also, staying with our wonderful guidance counselor, Ms. Hawkins, if you have any Power School questions, her email, twhawkins, is where you want to contact for that. Continuing with some other attached people is Miss Quick. If any of you have on your schedule that you have a math intervention class, you will have the wonderful Miss Quick, who has worked with many of our students in the past and does a phenomenal job with them. Next, we have former teammate, former Hawk teacher, Mrs. Williams. If you have any reading intervention, you will have her for your teacher for those. Once again, parents, if you have any questions through all of this, kind of take this time right now, scan the QR code, and start putting those in, because I know we've given a lot of information as far as teachers, and so if we're taking this quick little break, but we will get into, I think, some of the more questions you're getting about as far as your Google Class coach, the places where to be on Monday. That is all still coming.
So here are some of the student services and support staff that Ms. Hawkins was referring to on their website. Ms. Lisenby, Ms. Rupert, Ms. Crickmore is our school nurse. She's out on the front lines, and we thank her for helping to keep our community safe. Ms. Galindo, Mr. Ruffin, they're the ones that you'll definitely ask and link up to if you have questions, regarding your student. And then Mrs. McNeil is our social worker, and then Mr. Taylor is our intervention counselor. And additionally, other people to contact. If you have questions about special education, the department that Ms. Herron is underneath, Kat Sokolowski is the department chair. She's avid in special education and knows a lot. So if you have questions, you can send her an email. And then we have our limited English proficiency teachers, our English language learners. And we have Miss Anna Messenger and Jamal Page. They're going to be those teachers, and they'll be helpful for you if you have questions about if you have an ELL student.
So as far as the bell schedule for this year, even though you are going to be home, you still have a schedule you have to stick to. Who would have thought? But yes, you will. As you see, 8th grade, column on the far right, we'll have a homeroom from 7:45 to 8:35 in the morning. And then as you see, your classes are roughly about an hour apiece, with your electives in the middle of the day, sandwiched in with a lunch, and then finish out with your last 2 classes of the day. So compared to last year, you are sticking to a much more rigorous schedule compared to it, and that will be extremely beneficial for you. Lunch procedures, part I was just talking about, where we have to talk about lunch. In fact, you're just coming off of summer break, but we do, because you guys are all remote. Lunch is between 11:45 to 1 o'clock. If you have to do pickup lunch, it is in the carpool pickup lane. And you need, if you have any questions, contact Miss Brown in the cafeteria, where you see her email address attached below. As far as the Google Class codes, the things that you guys are all wondering about, how do we get to your class? How do we learn? Oh my God, teach me, teach me, teach me. Well, this is how. Here are all of the Google Class codes that you will need. You have 2 quick tutorial videos if you want to click on those links, or put them into your own web search and then see how to do a Google Class or how to do Canvas. But in fact, once again, it's your virtual remote. I'm pretty sure you already know how to do those things because you're amazing. You're a Hawk. Now, the Google class codes, as you see, all right here. This is where you'll be going for your class sessions. Once again, like your class sessions of your social studies class, science class, language arts class, and then depending on what session you have with Miss Brito for math. Give it for a quick sec so you guys can like do a little quick screenshot of this, jot them down real quick. I mean, obviously we'll reiterate them to you on Monday. All right, next up, communications and talking points. Back to Ms. Herrera.
So we have talking points. So it's an app that is that you can download. There's also an option where you can have it through text message as well, but the app has more capabilities where you can set a home language. So if English is not your home language, then you can, there's a lot of options out there, and it'll translate the messages from the teachers into your home language. So, and then it'll translate it back as well for us to read it in English if that's what we want to receive it as. So it's a great way for us to continue to keep communication. And, you know, there is also email as well, but talking points is the way to go. So if you have questions with technology, you may need a laptop or a hotspot, or there may be issues with the laptop itself or logging in to any of the Google applications or Canvas. Mrs. Lisenby or Mrs. Farrell are the people to contact. So Ms. Lisenby's email is right there, and Ms. Farrell's is right there. It is also on the school website. And this session is being recorded. So if you want to go back to it and you want to be able to write down these emails, that will also be available to you. But they will help you as best as they can virtually and get you good with technology.
All right, so expectations for online learning. Once again, way different than last year. Last year, majority of you hit and miss. We're going to assume maybe do an assignment a week, something like that. Nope, 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 nope. This time, being on time, present every day. You have a class every day you are in. You have an attendance. When you enter in, mute your microphone. Okay, unless you have been called upon or you have an answering of a question, there's really no need to unmute yourself. We don't need to be like the little ones and coming in and talking about doing a show and tell of this is my cat. Camera is optional. Okay, if you want to show us, turn your camera on. If you don't, you do you. If you have though a question, some material that you need assistance with, simply just type into the chat box, question, or later on when we get talking about some different apps and extensions, you can do the Google Meet Nod extension where you can also then just click a little emoji and it does a hand raise for you. Participate in Google Meet sessions. All right, we're all remote. Some of you, you may not have had a human interaction since last March. So this is going to be very imperative for us to really communicate with each other because we haven't done much of it. So it is going to be imperative once again for your education to speak out, not show up, mute the screen, mute yourself, and put your head back down and go to sleep. It is to be actively participant in class. This is the only way this is going to be beneficial for you. Second, or lastly here, be kind, be helpful, be specific when answering and asking questions and making comments. Once again, just because you got a computer screen there doesn't mean you need to change in differently how you would. Act professional, act studious, act scholarly. We're going to use academic words when we are typing things in. We're not going to use the text slang of stuff. We're not going to do you or BC. We're going to spell out the word you. We're going to put in the word because, so that even though we're doing remote, we are still using academic settings. You are just trustworthy enough to be at home during this time. And last one, be respectful on all online platforms. The big thing during all of this is online ethics. We need to maintain this stuff. Continuing here, your daily schedule of what it will look like in a class. So when you show up to my class, Ms. Herrera's class, Ms. Brito's class, Mr. Persico's class, whoever's class, you'll see a warm up, do now type of assignment projected off the screen. Take attendance. Once again, attendance is taken. Daily class agenda, something that we'll be doing that branching off the daily warm up, continuing with your lecture information, guided practice, then you'll get an independent study practice, and then closing out with some type of exit ticket or closing announcements. You can anticipate this type of format every day in one of our classes. Okay, so once again, this is completely different than what it was in the spring. Parents, BA only works if we have 100% parent commitment. We can do stuff, students can do stuff, but we need parents to help here. Parents, what we need you to do, as Ms. Herrera touched on, start downloading that Talking Point app so we can communicate with each other. Make sure we're logging into PowerSchool. PowerSchool is going to be imperative for you this year. Make sure your child knows how to log into Wake ID, which, if you're viewing this, you kind of already know how to get into Wake ID to a degree. And then to update your contact information, which we'll get into that toward the end of this slide. So the big question you have, Monday, where do I go? What do I do? So Monday morning, 9 a.m., you're going to go to your homeroom. All right. Now, what do I mean by going to homeroom? Each of us, myself, Ms. Herrera, Mr. Persco, Ms. Brito, we have a homeroom code. So you would go to Google Meet. So just like you'd log into whereas PowerSchool, Wake ID stuff, you're going in there, you're going to click on Google Meet and type in those following codes. So if you're in my room where it says then enter code, you would put in Camden Hawks homeroom. You're then in my homeroom. We can communicate, we can talk. Right? So this is where all this will be going on Monday. And then once you're in the homerooms, then we can continue to talk about do you have all the codes you need to, confirmations of all that stuff, is your schedule correct? But Monday, 9 a.m. in these homerooms, gotta be there. Parent questions, once again, scan the QR code, there's the link for you. All right, this is if you have any questions over any of this presentation or how Virtual Academy is going to work, or any of our other classes, how they are going to work. Parent information. As I stated, parents, the only way this works is if we have a 100% open communication line. So best way, if you can QR here, web link there, fill out our form so we can update any information that may not be in PowerSchools, such as contact information. Do you prefer email or phone? Or any supplement information of people that need to be contacted in case you cannot be reached. And lastly, Hawk student information. Normally in an open house, parents, you like to come up to teachers and you tell us, you know, this is the year I really want Susie to be on track. Or any other things that maybe they've done in the past that you want to really guide us or let us know about them early on. Here's that spot for that. If you didn't want to shoot the email, scan the QR code, put the information there so that we can start to gain information about your students that maybe you'd want to tell us that it's hard to do right now because we're not face to face. All right. But with all that, that concludes presentation for today. I hope this has been very informative for all of you. And this has begun to perk the interest of what you need for this year. And that when it comes to Monday, you guys are ready to go. Because once again, 1, you're a Hawk, you've already won. 2, you're doing Virtual Academy, so they just believe that you are capable of doing this on your own. We're just going to be guiding you. All right, so Monday, 9 a.m. Look forward to seeing all you, and I know all my teammates do as well. See you later.
Bye.